Alright guys, so I'm just heading over towards the council offices now to have a word with the clerk there about this pesticide business that's going on around Kinver. I was told that the pesticides that the Kinver Parish Council use doesn't contain glyphosate, but having done a little bit of research myself, found that it contains concentrated amounts of glyphosate. So basically I want to know exactly where the council have been spraying this poison so I can avoid these areas, and maybe discuss options in them actually trying to stop using this poison. So go on, let's go and have a word with them. Hi Jane.
Oh, you're right.
Okay. Did you get my emails at all?
Yeah, sure, I've answered them.
Did you? I didn't see a reply.
Yeah, I've answered this morning.
Ah, okay. So you know Gallup 360 contains concentrated
It's a different
glyphosate?
name. If you look at the actual name you've sent through that link thing, that's a different spelling to what we've got. It's a different thing, it's a different product.
No, Gallup 360 contains concentrated glyphosate.
But on the thing, the way it's spelt differently.
What thing?
The thing you sent through.
That was a link from Scott, a YouTuber who lives up in Scotland, who sent me some links regarding glyphosate.
That the way it's spelt is a different spelling of how the English version is.
Oh,
that's the American
glyphosate.
Yeah.
GLPHOSATE, is it? Glyphosate.
I've sent you a link back. I've sent it back through to you with the two different spellings on.
Okay.
And it's,
well, so you're saying they're two different substances?
From my understanding, I'd need to do further reading. I'm no expert in chemicals, so I
I'll
can't
tell
answer
you
on that.
they're not. They're the same thing.
Yeah, but the spellings are different, and we use the UK licensed one.
Okay. So you're saying that it's not glyphosate, the same as what's in Roundup in the American?
That's what it looks like to me, but as I say, I'm no expert, so.
So what I'll do is then I'll get that back to
Scott.
I'll get that back to Scott and
yeah, I sent it through this morning to you. And I've
ask him to send me some information to
me.
actually see if he can differentiate the English spelling and the American spelling, and if there's any actual difference in the chemical itself, which I doubt very much it is. And I'll get back to you.
Well, my understanding is, from talking to somebody who deals with the chemicals, is the English version is much weaker than the American version.
Oh, well, it appears that Gallup 360 has actually concentrated glyphosate in it, which appears to be stronger than the Monsanto stuff, which is the American stuff, the Roundup stuff. You know.
I've been led to believe the opposite, so I don't know.
Well, I just need to do some expert research regarding that. But if it does turn out that it is the same stuff, I'll need a list of where and when the council have been spraying, so I can avoid these areas. And try
the only place we have sprayed is that bottom of the Himalayan balsam. We haven't sprayed anywhere else.
But you told me last time that you sprayed it at Dainford Gardens.
We haven't, our contractor has.
I'd like to find out exactly where and when your contractor has been spraying this poison around the paths in Kinver, so I can actively avoid them and try to actively educate people in Kinver to do the same.
You'll probably find that the district spray more than we do, and they spray all the verges and everything when all the grass is died. They use the same stuff, I'd imagine.
Okay. Well,
it's a standard product.
It's a disgusting act against humanity, I'm afraid, and the FFA in America have given Monsanto an 18-month extension to allow this poison to continue.
But you need to
within fully knowing that it's a known carcinogenic, and it's been known to give birth defects, and it's also been known to link to lymphoma cancers. You know, you can understand my concern, can't you, being a dog owner? I mean, my concern really is for them, because they only have very short lifespans. So, you know, when they're going down a path that's been heavily poisoned and they pick up a stick and start chewing it, this toxic stuff is going to be passed into their bodies. Later on, they're going to be having horrendous vet bills with all kinds of cancers. You know, so if I can do something to actively avoid these areas.
It isn't just our contractor, there is the county council who do all the highway verges and the pavements where all the grass is dead. You see,
well, in one of the links that I sent you, I think it's Brighton Council, they're actually taking steps in eradicating glyphosate in their area. There's also a list of other councils that are doing the same thing. And I think it's something that Kinver should be awake to and should be proactively seeking to find alternative ways. Because I've seen the councilmen working extremely hard with petrol strimmers, strimming the paths, because it's not an easy job in Kinver because there's many paths. So it's something which is predominant in Kinver, and you know, I know you're only following sort of regulations and stuff like that, but sometimes these regulations need to be challenged, and if it's myself that's doing it, well, so be it, you know.
I say I wouldn't just target us with the information.
Sure.
You need to, the county do all the verges, all the gutters, that I have no control over that.
Sure, yeah.
And the same with the gardens, any of the, if you go up top of Meddings Lane where all the grass is dead, where all the verge is dead around the post, that again is the county and the district council do all that, so you'd have to speak to them as to what they use.
Luckily I can just sort of
stronger than what we use, so.
Escape onto Kinver Edge and sort of get away from it all, you know, but there's a lot of people that sort of walk their dogs in those sort of areas, and that's all they do is just walk along those paths, and you know, to think that their dogs are picking
as well, they spray around their facilities as well.
There's one link I sent you, it had case studies. I think there's about 122 different case studies. One where they tested 80 different pesticides with farmers, and glyphosate was predominantly coming through the farmers' urine. You know, and it's just there are more natural methods with Epsom salts and vinegars and sort of, you know, water and things that do just as good a job. Maybe they don't linger in the soil as long as this glyphosate, which I've been told can stay in the soil for up to 6 months, having sort of sprayed it. But I'm not trying to cause trouble. I'm not trying to just like come here and make videos just for the sake of making it. This is something that genuinely horrified me.
Are you recording now, are you? You're not recording now?
No, I will be making a video about it. Because I think it's something that, you know, should be highlighted in the village, and you know.
So this is the first year that we've sprayed anything ourselves, because it's the first year we've had somebody that's licensed to do it, that works for us.
Yeah,
the contractor's done it, and he's done it the last 3 years for the Best Kept Village competition.
I noticed you said something like he was being used to control the balsam of the side. Surely like a petrol strimmer would just tear into the balsam straight away.
Well, that's what they did. They did both, because just to try and get it down, because it was so bad at the bottom of that path. But that's the only place.
It was the middle section that was the worst part. There was no need to spray the bottom section where all the grass has been killed, where he dumps all of his garden waste on the ancient sort of bluebells and snowdrops that appear there. It's just a terrible advertisement for Kinver when people park up at the Acre car park and they go up, follow the path up to the church, which is a listed public footpath. The first thing they do see when they open the gate is a track burnt, poisoned, and a load of garden waste dumped on the side. It just looks awful compared to how it used to look sort of 10 years ago. You know, it just personally upsets me. Having lived in the village all my life and I've seen all the changes. That house never used to be there. You know, and he's built that house there, and now he deems it appropriate to sort of dump all his garden waste in the ancient hedge, you know, by the path. Just now it's a no-go area for me because there's a glyphosate that's happened there. And it's almost makes you want to cry, you know. But
and I say, did you need to contact district and county organisations?
All right, Jenny.
Yeah.
Spoke to Scott, and the differentiation between the two words is a nil. You only have to do a quick Google search and you find out that they're both exactly the same. In fact, Gallup 360 is more concentrated than Roundup. It's a far worse product, as it turns out. So I'll need that list exactly where and when.
Well, as I can't
it's
give
been
you
sprayed.
exactly where he's sprayed because he's only spot sprayed.
So he's done the whole of Kinver, basically.
No, he's done certain roads, but he's only done if there's like
Okay,
road
well,
there,
can I have a
and spot
list?
there, he
Can I have
hasn't
a
done
list
the whole road.
of the roads that he's been spot sprayed?
Brockley's Walk Estate.
Check. So the whole of Brockley's Walk Estate.
The roads, yes.
Yeah.
The High Street, between the pillars. It's Enville Road from the cross to the top of the exchange. Oh, is it the exchange, not the cross, sorry. I was wrong pub. But you have the pubs, I know. The exchange up to the top of the hill and...
Churchill, that path I discovered.
Yeah, he hasn't done that though.
You said did some work on the balsam there or something?
Yeah, we've done that, not him. This is, you said you wanted the one the work the grass cutters done.
I wanted the entirety, the whole
Well, that's the only bit
spectrum.
that we've done is that bit.
Okay, so who's done the balsam of the Churchill?
That's the only bit we've done is Churchill.
That's the only bit you've done?
We've done. The grass cutting contractor has done the rest.
Done the rest, okay.
So that's...
So
this
it's
is
pass
spot
number
spraying.
86, is it, of the church?
I have no idea what the number is. This is spot spraying. And Whitehall Junction. Meddings Lane to...
Has the paths in between Churchill Gardens and Meddings Lane been done? No.
No. It was supposed to be on the list, but it didn't get done. So missed it out. Yeah, Westfield Junction. Yep.
Okay, that's cool. Also, I noticed that you said that this was the first year that you've done it. The first year that I counted, well, the first year that it's been
that's
sprayed.
bottom half, yes.
But years previously, has this been going on, has it?
2 years, it's been on the grass cutting contract for the Best Kept Village competition.
So it's been going on for 2 years.
In the spot spraying, yes.
What happened previous to that? Was it
We've never done it before.
more,
District will do it.
more
Say district
organic
do everywhere,
sort of stuff?
and the county do everywhere. We've just done spot spraying where the weeds are bad.
Okay.
But the district and county have always weed sprayed.
Yep.
It's not a new thing, they've always done it.
Yeah, I know. And you know, we're now trying to educate these people and trying to get them to book their ideas up. Basically, there's too many people getting cancer. Too many people getting illnesses. You know, there's people's pets, and when there's known carcinogenics in the environment, you know, and there's methods that can be used which are harmless. I think these need to be exploited, you know, especially when people are paying claims.
I've sprayed for Birmingham City Council with Gallup 360 in the High Street in Birmingham.
Have you had a blood test?
They said, it's all been done, mate, I'm fine.
Okay, do you know that there's a study over 122 different studies? One,
Yeah. Well, I'll let you know, I've been spraying for 5 years and I'm still living, still standing there.
80 different pesticides were
Yeah.
evaluated.
Right. Was this in
and,
America by any chance?
Sorry.
Was it really? Right.
And it came out that the farmers were passing glyphosate through their urine.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I'm still standing after 5 years, you know.
Yeah, but who's to know that you're going to develop cancer in the next 10 years?
Well, my dad's got cancer, so don't bring that into it, buddy, alright, yeah? Don't make it personal, yeah?
I'm not making it personal.
I'm just, don't make it personal, yeah?
Okay.
Alright, buddy, yeah? I'm just saying, I've got the licence, yeah? I'm fully insured to do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I've done it for 5 years, Ian, yeah?
Are you fully aware of what this this product is and what
I
it
did the
does?
course for 5 years, yeah. I had to do.
Are you aware that
I do a
Monsanto paid a six-figure sum to a laboratory to
Mate,
alongside the results?
I did a five-day full course at nearly £500 to do it, right? I worked damn hard for that, and it's almost like you're taking it personally against me. Yeah, it feels like it.
No,
I worked damn hard for that, matey. I have.
You know, the situation, it's been brought where the American government have given Monsanto an 18-month extension on their license to do it.
Right.
Because they know that the argument against this product is
Yeah.
so damning.
Right.
It's a known carcinogenic.
Right.
But Monsanto are obviously a very wealthy corporation, and they can pay.
Well, I'm a little man in I. I'm a little man on for that, matey. Yeah.
I'm not. It's nothing personal against yourself.
Yeah.
All
I'm trying to make a
care about
living.
The
is
bigger picture
my
is that
dogs.
I'm trying to make a living here, mate. Mate.
And my own health. I mean, I've got no children.
Well, I use Gallup 360 and I've got 2 kids. I've got 2 kids and I use Gallup 360 in my garden, mate.
That's your personal choice to do that.
And they're fine. They're absolutely fine. I
Are
use
you
Gallup
recording
360.
this again by any chance?
Yes, this has been recorded.
Well, you can
Well,
stop now because you
I
haven't got
do not
permission to
give you
record
permission.
this.
This is a public place. I didn't
Come on
record
in, Lee,
inside
don't say another
there.
word.
That goes on YouTube. but
This
they-
is a public place,
We'll prosecute
and
you if
I'm
you've got
allowed
any
to film in a
that's
public
on
place,
YouTube.
and this will be on
If
YouTube
you're going
later.
to record people, you should tell
Okay.
them before you start.
No, not at all.
Yes,
not
you
in a
should.
public place, Jenny.
You've just recorded in here.
There is no
This is not a
expectation
public
to
place.
prove. Did I say I'd recorded in there?
That's what I'm asking you. Have you recorded me in here?
Well, we'll see. You take it to whatever level you want to take it,
I
and
just
I will
want to know,
take it
have
to
you
whatever
recorded me
level
again
I
without
want to
my
take
knowledge?
it. Okay.
That's the second time then that you've done it.
See you, Jenny.